It was nice. It was a nice day.
Nice.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh boy. Thank you. I'm so glad that you are here. Um, I am traveling tomorrow, so that's why it needed to happen today. So thank you. And you know, today was a very large, yeah, energetic day. Um, in general and for me. So, um, I rarely have a plan for a day, but today I had wanted to have everything done, my packing all completed before our session. So, different things happened. Um, let's take a moment here and clear the air around everyone. Okay. So we say we set our intentions to connect to the ultimate light source within the highest light source available through our soul with within ultimate source and allow the ultimate light source available to us in all ways to the highest potentiality, calling on our higher selves and asking for all of the souls, beings, spirits, and energies around us to be believing in and working towards our highest potentiality now. We now create a white wall of protection around our homes, around ourselves, around our aura, and our energy body. And we clear, clarify, purify, correct, heal, and instantly ratify all of the energies in, on, and around us in our homes in all ways to 100%. We release all of the chatter and the chitter chatter going on around the world about this, that, and the other thing. We recognize the energy within ourselves that has been growing and expanding. We recognize the light within each of us. We recognize our own inner light, and we recognize how our environment is reflecting that light back to us. The instant that we choose to believe in a higher potentiality, the instant that we choose to believe in fun and bliss and exuberance, is when we can truly align to those energies. What has been going on for the last fortnight is a very large transformation within me and for you to all line up with as well. And what it is being able to embody your true, authentic core frequency, to let go of anything that you were doing just following the line, which is why I started out saying what I had wished for today, um, and how things generally played out. And I was witness to, in very large ways today, that the things that I speak about, especially, especially when I'm speaking about them with one of you, how powerful that can be because when you are um energetically in alignment and working towards the same things, um, that you're more easily able to, and in your belief systems, um, line up with things more easily. So I'm just leaving a message to make sure everyone wants to. Okay. So when I witnessed one of the things, and I noticed several, the one that's still um, more out there. I'll just say this. I used my red light mat today. Um, And I was working through some of the things that manifested in my life after our session last week, where we were working through just letting go of some of the finer tuning things, right? And there wasn't really just one thing that happened surrounding that, but it was about preferences. And what I realized is that it certainly does shape your reality. Um, but it was shaping my reality in some degree. It allowed things to come in and for me to correct some, for me to live more harmoniously within myself. But I also realized that there were some that I still chose to prefer. So yes, thank you. Um near and far, near and far. I think we have every time zone covered here. Um yeah, Maria, are you in mountain time?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, I am in central. Um Miss Carrie is currently in Pacific and Nicole is in Eastern. So not all of them, but all of them in the continental United States. So I just found that very interesting. So the power of this is our awakening and aligning today had to do with a preference because I am going to have a wonderful flight tomorrow. And in preparation for that, I prefer to have a wonderful experience from start to finish for all of the things for where it is that I am going to be traveling to and fro to work harmoniously and to have a wonderful time. And so, knowing that I had said that in the last day and a half, um, that resulted in me realigning with just ensuring that my highest priority was my own safety and security, and that everything will still work out for me just fine. Meaning that obviously I will have everything packed in my wonderful bags for my trip, and if everything will go smoothly, my flight is actually tomorrow afternoon, and so it works out pretty well. Um, but I was designing it in a way for everything to work smoothly, which aligned to me taking a lighter approach to today than historically I would have. Now, I have traveled quite a fair amount, quite a bit in my life, so I have a master packing list and I know what it is that I'm doing. I have bar shampoo already, so and conditioner, yes, that is true. Um, and even bar face wash and body wash now for these particular things, so that things run perfectly smoothly. What I was working through today, and I'm saying this in a very large acknowledgement to what it is that I speak about coming about. And that is really, really, really becoming a brighter and brighter aspect within each and every one of us. It's already true and it's already out there, so I'm just gonna say it. I remember talking to Nicole last week, not this past one, but anyway, about my alarm clock and working through the preferences and how those things were aligning. And in the last week or so, my in my alarm clock, by the way, what I mainly use it for, it's a Hatch alarm clock. It's fabulous. It has the opportunity to do all sorts of lovely things, including allowing you to wake up naturally and in a light-filled way. And it also has the ability to make sound. And it is, I don't know. I do know. I think it's somewhere around a year or so, or maybe slightly less than that old. Um, and I have turned it on, and then instinctively other things were happening. And as I energetically tapped into this interesting thing, um, now I do happen to have other sources of um things such as this. And so I had done that, but usually when you turn something off and back on, it continues to work even better than before. And so I did that, and then I realized that it was aligning to also a very specific time, which also I had added energy to, and something else that came about to that time in another conversation that I had with Jessica this week about something that I had taken off my wall. And so I was like, oh, this is sort of, I do appreciate numbers. I appreciate that I often look at the clock when it is 11:11 or 1, 2, 3, 4, those sorts of things. It's just something that I have found to be the more in alignment that I am, the more it just happens. And so this morning, they said, take a look at that number, Rochelle. And so I did, and I was like, oh, right. Um, it's I generally do these things, right, in the natural flow of things to acknowledge and release anything in my energy field and around me that is clearly showing itself to me. And ironically, that um I just had, it was like the third time tends to be for sure. Right, got it. I started to notice um a trend. And so I share this because it is a matter of synchronicity, right? Because what it really is aligning with the different energies around us to allow us to recognize the things that were happening, and to make a better choice. So what they were showing me was that that was a preference that I had had, ooh, 30 years or so, at least. I think probably 25, 30 years. More so, it just evolved into a more advanced and expanded and wonderful way. And so I realized that that particular thing had to do with a ex that I used to live with that had bought me such a machine in the past many moons ago because he preferred that over the fan going all night, which was what happened before that. And by releasing my preferences, and this is just very profound, and I think because we're working through this energy, some of this happened this morning at 3:12, if you want to look at that particular number. And so I realized, they said, if you look at that and you understand the preferences that you had, and you understand the significance of that alarm clock and what it was providing. So part of it is that I let go of how it is that I believe people are going to show up, and to allow them to show up in their best energetic state and reflecting the love that I have for myself and my own belief in the highest potentiality of myself, of the energy, goals, beings, spirits around me, and source overall, and the understanding of the evolution of what can I become. And so I had energetically disentangled all of those preferences. And they had always told me, they're like, we think those are okay. I had found a guru who had said something differently. Not that I had really believed it, but I realize now it was to allow certain events in my life to unfold, for me to be able to use certain catalysts, and that the time for those I allow to pass. And I am happy to reevaluate preferences as they come up. Um, and it served me well. It really did. Um, I had a wonderful Mexican meal that through releasing those preferences, I was able to enjoy explicitly. I think that's a wonderful word to say. And it was the joy of food, right? And the joy of fun and experience and relationships. And in general, I saw what it is that can unfold. I don't think you can see. But I also realized why some of those things at this part in my life were there. So I believe you want to evaluate everything as it comes up and to be willing to adjust your energetic flow as is appropriate for every energetic situation, right? And to recognize that you are creating your own reality. When we talk about the progression and what we deem as time, when you really look at it, it is a matter of constructing the energy through your beliefs, which ultimately form the foundation to be able to speak, act, believe, right, and think into reality the energy that you wish to be present in your life. So if you wish for it to be there, then allow those energies to still be out there. If you don't, then you want to release them and to allow all of the energy that you were forming around them to be let go of as well. Because when you let go of all of that energy, it allows for greater potentiality within the universe. And I have experienced that several times in the last week. And what I will say is, I understood the power of the energy that we create. So, this transmission is really about understanding the patchwork quilt that we are all building together. It is a collective where, when you raise your frequency above, when you think of yourself as flying, when you allow yourself to be elevated, to understand the energy that you create, and that you can choose not to align with things that other people have created, or you can choose to. For example, I chose to align with by releasing my preferences that I had relative to dairy. That was really the one. That I got to have a different experience that someone else had created, right? They had, I mean, I have participated in that experience before, but thank you. I was able to align to it because I was allowing myself to be open to that particular frequency. And so the encouragement here is to release You don't have to keep it either, it's true. I will say I appreciate my skin being clear and all those other things that come with some of those preferences and why they came about. And we are absolutely all increasing our frequencies by letting go of any belief systems that are not our own, right? That are not serving us and that aren't for our greatest good, right? And when it's not our own, we do share a lot of things through our own experience, and this is to help you understand and to align with a more released belief system within yourself, right? And what I will also say is that the higher your frequency, the less that, as long as you choose to treat your body in a romantic, loving way, that you will continue to experience a wonderful journey throughout your life. And it is possible to continue to eat food as well, to be mindful of certain proximities, to have a preference maybe for not having dairy, not having meat, and to in general not encounter things that were toxin related, but to continue to allow yourself to be in an energetic alignment such that your body is able to continue to maintain its frequency and its balance no matter what else is going on. When we talk about the frequency of Christ consciousness, what we are talking about is an elevated level of understanding where you have elevated your belief systems such that they are no longer in alignment. Well, they're no longer just part of a collective that we're moving things forward for, we have terms for centuries, thousands, and at times millions of years in reincarnations. And to choose to say, despite what it is that has just been happening, what is it that truly resonates with the core frequency of who I am, with the belief of what is it that I can become, and what is it that is in alignment with truth, clarity, in alignment with source in the natural energy flow of things. So we share these experiences lightly, so that you can get the idea of them and be able to cultivate your own energetic bubble. And when we say this, it's not really about, you can still go out and you can enjoy your life. What we're talking about is creating an energetic sphere around yourself such that you are safe energetically, because your energy is strong enough within itself that you understand, and simply what lines up with you is what you prefer. And they want me to take this a step further, because what I truly prefer is to be what I would say is sound mind, body, and in alignment with my core soul frequency and source. Yeah, that's true. And I just took a shower recently. And I was packing, so I think that's why my bracelet. And so there you go. It is recognizing that when your energy is tuned in to source, right? When you are energetically aligned with your true core frequency and you are following your own inner guidance system, that you will ultimately experience what it is that you have energetically laid out for yourself. So be mindful of the path that you are creating, because every word that you speak, every space that you walk, everything that you give attention to ultimately is building out the energy for you, for the path. And I've talked about this before, and I'm painting a finer picture here, because when I have laid the path energetically, it is so much easier for you to line up. I had a green smoothie today. And I just wanted to share that because I feel like somebody needed a boost there about that. And so it felt like what my body needed today, among other things, including that rest and release. So what we're going to do now is go through, okay. Our energy, I am thinking about our energetic core healing steps, because I have found it incredibly powerful to do the 6-minute video, the thought clearing video on YouTube in the morning and at night. So powerful. And helps you to stay in alignment and positive. And this one is and it's good to do anytime, right? That you want to just allow yourself to find your core frequency and to be in greater alignment with source and your highest potentiality. So we are connected to the highest light source that we are able to, and allowing the ultimate light source within ourselves, within ultimate source, to the highest potential in all ways. We awaken the energy within us. We awaken the power of the spiritual enlightenment in, on, and around us. And we allow ourselves to awaken to the divinity of who and what we are, because we are all capable of going beyond where we have come so far. We have all done miraculous work, and we can continue to be examples all across the continent of energetic alignment that people can see and align with this day. So I encourage you to say, I now create the energetic spark within me. I allow myself to witness the spark within myself. I came home after my massage last night. I have my space where I have done my live videos in where the level of my car is. And I walked in, and the box light was on. And I was like, yeah. Typically, I walk over and press the button. I'd not done that. And I just took that as a very large sign of the light within you being lit, right? And so I allow myself to recognize my own inner spark, right? My soul spark. And I allow that source energy, the source from which we all have. I allow that source to grow and expand and to fill my entire body, to go up through my torso, through my arms, down into my fingers, through my throat, up into my head, and down through my intestines and my sexual organs, through my glutes, through my hips, through my legs and my knees, down into my toes. And I allow myself to feel with this light energy, to feel the frequency of joy, to feel the frequency of light, to feel the frequency of bliss and exuberance, and to allow that energy to be felt in my cells and around my cells and between my cells, all of the energy in and throughout my body, through all of my organs. I witness a white spinning ball of light in my root chakra going out in all directions. And I clear and balance my root chakra in all ways. I witness a white healing energy in my sacral chakra and a spinning ball of light going out in all ways, clearing and balancing my sacral chakra. I witness a white healing ball of light in my solar plexus chakra going out in all ways, clearing and balancing my solar plexus chakra. I witness a white healing ball of light in my heart chakra going out in all ways, clearing and balancing my heart chakra. I witness a white healing ball of light in my throat chakra, spinning in a clockwise direction, going out in all ways, clearing and balancing my throat chakra in all ways. I clear and balance my throat chakra in all ways, allowing it to be the vessel through which I speak kindness and love first and foremost to myself. I create a white healing ball of light in my third eye chakra, spinning out in all ways, clearing and balancing my third eye chakra in all ways. I create a white spinning ball of light in my crown chakra, spinning out in all ways, clearing and balancing my crown chakra in all ways to 100%. I now allow this white source frequency light to fill me up entirely, and for this white healing light to fill up from the top of my head, through my arms and my fingers, through my torso, through my legs, to the bottom of my toes. And I allow this white healing light to go out from me as well, spilling out in all directions, spilling out into my aura, into the energy around me, into my own aura, into my own healing bubble of protection that I create through the energy that I create for myself. I allow it to clear and mend my energy body in all ways, clearing and correcting any tears, rips, any incongruencies, any discordant energies. I allow this source energy to heal all of the wounds of my heart and my body. I allow it to bring forth a great sense of light throughout all elements of me. All of the earth, I say to you now, thank you. I love you. To all of the elements of water, I say to you now, thank you. I love you. To all the elements of air, I say thank you. I love you. To the element of fire, I say thank you. I love you. To myself, I say, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you to myself. Thank you to my inner guidance system. I am alive. I am awake. I am aware, and I am full of love and light and pure potentiality. And I allow this energy to spill out beyond my energy field, strengthening as it goes, healing all aspects within me from my inside out, and from source energy coming from the top of my head down through my toes. I welcome this energy in all ways and allow it to spill out into my energy field, filling the room around me, filling up my house, creating the energetic bubble, sending out love and potentiality and the alignment with true unconditional love and the belief in the highest potentiality possible. To let go of all of the beliefs that are out there, to let go of all of the energetic cords that exist. I continue to allow my energy to expand beyond my home, beyond the block, into the city, into the county, into the state, and beyond. I allow my energy to expand beyond beyond and into the entire continent, to allow our energy to expand, to go beyond that which is just this continent, to truly see all of the elements throughout all of the world, to say to all of them, to say to the earth overall, thank you, I love you. To say to the air overall, thank you, I love you. To say to the fire overall, I love you, thank you. To say to the water, to the streams, to the rivers, to the oceans, to all the water that flows through us and around us and in the world at large, we say thank you, I love you. We allow our energy to say, we release all energetic cords in all ways to 100%. We clear all thoughts in all ways. We clear all segues in all ways. We clear all words and sentences and communication energy in all ways. We clear all works of art in all ways. We clear all workings against us in all ways. We clear all workings against love and light in all ways. We clear all interests that are not our own, that are no longer serving us, that are no longer serving the world, that are no longer serving the communities that we live in, and that are not for the highest good of the collective and ourselves. We clear all interests in all ways to 100%. We clear all problems in all ways to 100%. We clear all injunctions in all ways to 100%. We clear and correct our energy bodies, all levels, all layers, all ways, in as many ways as possible. We clear and correct all belief systems in all ways to 100%. We clear all non-beneficial energy in all ways to 100% in our eyes. We clear our nose of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our ears of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our mouth of all non-beneficial energy. Excuse me. We clear our throats of all non-beneficial energy in all ways to 100%. We clear our root chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our sacral chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our solar plexus chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our heart chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our throat chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our third eye chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear our crown chakra of all non-beneficial energy. We clear and balance our root chakras in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our sacral chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our solar plexus chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our heart chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our throat chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our third eye chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our crown chakra in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance our aura, healing everything needed in all ways to 100%. We clear and balance all elements of energetic flow in all ways to 100%. We clear and correct all energies not in alignment with our true, authentic selves. Thank you for joining us, all of you. We want you to know that the reason that we did this, and I absolutely loved that experience, is to allow for our collective energies to really be out there, for people to easily be able to align to these frequencies, no matter where, when, or how they may do so. So thank you so much for participating in that, and for sharing in the bliss, and for allowing for others to align with the path of feeling good all the time, of having a romantic relationship with yourself, of really enjoying the path and having fun with it, and really understanding that you create your own reality. And by allowing yourself to release everything else, you can be then allowing yourself to create the reality that you truly desire by saying things like, I'm going to have a wonderful flight. Right? I'm going to have a wonderful time. I'm going to have a wonderful experience and a wonderful life. And everything is truly worked out for me in my favor. Okay. No. Interesting. Okay. The list goes on. So, if you have anything energetically that you would like to cleanse, or, yeah, we pretty much did the entire areas where we are, which was a really good one. So you can go ahead and allow yourself to bring your energy back to within your own sphere of your own aura, and to recognize the lightness around you. And I do have a different travel process for that. And it really just involves larger energetic places. And I would encourage you to just go with whatever it is that feels right and works for you. All right. So if there's anything out there that you would like to, that you have a question about, or that you want to cleanse, let me know. So they want you to know that it's okay as well, right? Whatever choice you made, whatever it is that you spoke into existence, allow yourself to acknowledge what that was if necessary. And if not, don't. Usually, if it came up, that was your acknowledging. You can say, is there anything I need to clarify? And then you can say, I release you now in all ways to 100%. And I add the 100% because I have witnessed psychic imagery, just things releasing more quickly that way. So I went with it. And so energetically, it's about aligning to feeling good all the time and having a wonderful experience, and experiencing joy as well. Okay. They want you to know that the reason that things sometimes feel at a different pace is because of you allowing yourself to focus. So the question is, are you allowing yourself to focus outside of your current environment and circumstances? Are you allowing yourself to say, for example, I'm going to Phoenix. And so I I have voice, and you probably all heard that I appreciate warm weather and upwards to about 84 degrees. And so I was in process of ensuring my wonderful experience exploring the weather, especially um with what's going on here. And I loved the report because it was very darn near the weather that I tend to appreciate. So, what I would say is, are you open to the possibility that you can feel into that which you truly desire, what your preferences are, no matter what is going on in your actual physical reality? And if you prefer something else, and I will I've already kind of laid it out there, but I have had the experience of bathing in like a stone structure, like when the shower is um laid with stones, and I have noticed an energetic difference in a skylight, right? And so I adore my shower. It's wonderful. It's absolutely a transcendental experience. However, I believe in the potentiality of it being an even greater experience. And so I can experience that wherever I am. So when you want, when you feel as though the energy should, you want the energy to move, you need not focus any further than where are you focused on, right? What is it that you're paying attention to? What is it that you are energetically putting your thoughts, words, and actions towards? Because that is what is building out your reality. And if you like what it is that you're experiencing, and I recognize this throughout my life, I had this many years ago and I have seen it to be true. Like, and you have a favorite restaurant and you want it to still be around, please occasionally go there, right? It's the same sort of concept. And stores and things like that. If you want them to continue to be around and in your experience, go there. If not, let it go. The same thing can be applied to every single thing in your life. Okay. I feel like this was, thank you for being here and thank you for participating in that with me as well. Okay, there's more. The reason that sometimes things feel it's okay, restricted, is because you are looking at them and believing that that's the way that it's always been and that's your only choice. And that's never true. It is simply that that is where you have put your focus for the majority of the energy that you've been given focus to. When you release that focus, you release any blocks, restrictions, or limitations, and you can release any preferences also that are not really your own, that aren't for your highest good, and that certainly aren't serving you for reaching your highest potentiality. And so releasing now, clearing and correcting all of our words, sentences, and communication energy that aren't our own, that aren't really working out for us, and that aren't for our highest good. My gosh. Okay. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. All right. Do you guys, so what I want you to know is that as you continue to progress, you are able to energetically embody more and more of the frequency of your true authentic self. So, what you witness within me is that I have experienced enough to know definitely what it is that I prefer and to understand it, and also to have released and recognized enough belief systems to increase my frequency to be able to embody that core frequency. And that is essentially what ascension is are you allowing greater and greater alignment with your core soul frequency? And are you embodying that for who you are to your highest potential, to the greatest of your ability, and following what feels right for you synchronistically all the time? Just, I think that's the word. Just, are you? No need to apply that other word, right? It's just, are you doing that? And then anytime that there's something else, right, that you're like, okay, intuition, no. So with that, do you guys have anything to share or any questions about this magnificent adventure?
With that, I really want I want a tarot card for that, for everything you just said.
Mm,
And I know that's exciting and scary.
that's interesting. You asked for a tarot card and there's the, oh. Okay, you said a tarot card. They're on my table, so I will grab them. But the card they said is the 3. And it is the happiness card. That really is it, right? It is ultimately, are you allowing yourself to be your true authentic self? And I would just note that she is the clothes and the atmosphere and the water and the earth and the air and the fire are all present, and it's definitely a miraculous environment. So the word is how okay, so that since you asked for a specific one, we shall do.
I didn't know you had such a wonderful deck nearby.
Oh, well.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. These are the cards, right? And so the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, and they're saying, because you asked that question specifically, we're using this as a direct energetic alignment to that, right? Because how do you read the 3 of Cups? Right? It is a group.
Happiness, celebration.
Yeah, it could be. And it's a
Us celebrating. Sorry.
I just kind of wanted to share that too, right? The group, it's actually 3 people, 3 women, mind you, coming together, right? And it's 3 people. The way that I have it on my channeled message is a group of people coming together to heal a rift between them, right? So it is a group of people. Then you take the 10 of Cups, the 10 being the final number, and cups being emotion, right? And so it is working through your stuff to experience happiness, right? So it's a group of people coming together. Ultimately, it is us working together to bring our energies together so that we don't only have just 3 cups, we have throughout the entire continent cups that are more easily able to be aligned with in the energetic pathways that exist for the others to be able to find and line up with. That is exactly what we were doing, raising your cups so that we have them, so that they are available for us and for everyone else as the collective to be able to align to more frequently and more easily. That was literally our intention.
That was awesome. I love that. That's
Right?
great. We
They're
were
like,
just talking about rainbows, and there it is.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Love it. Okay. What else? Maria, you have a question. Oh. Just so you know, Maria, that is some of what I was working through today. So interesting that you would bring that up. And here's what I want to say. And I shared that, I believe, I think with Nicole, if you read the messages. So it was understanding that anything in your body comes from, right, an emotional, there is an emotional underlying component that you want to release. When we talk about things such as your root chakra, it is, do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Right? And are you allowing yourself to be safe and secure? Beyond that, when you're doing work, when you're doing the energy work, are you aligning to also adjusting the way that you are treating your body, the way that you're feeding yourself, the way that you're thinking, the way that you're acting to better align with those things? So, the root chakra, if allowed to be, is ultimately also what I would say the Ten of Cups, perhaps maybe the Ten of Pentacles, because that would be more of the earth grounding energy. But what we are talking about here is really releasing anything other than that you're doing what feels good all the time. And it's letting go of any obligations, right? Letting go of doing the things that you think you need to do and just having fun. So, most likely, I am going to leave my red light mat on the floor. It's just going to be there. I am likely not prioritizing that in my list of things for what I am prioritizing in my life tonight. And I'm okay with that. If that makes sense. Because I will come home and it will still be there. Okay. But it's really about like, I'm gonna do what feels right for me right now, not what someone else would think I should do. Yeah, I just ran the dishwasher because I needed a cup in there, and I desired to bring a shaker cup with me for my protein drink and such. And so that was part of it. And I probably will take out the garbage because that is another thing. But it's because of the outcome that I desire, right? And not because of someone else and how they think that maybe I should do it. It's because I desire to live harmoniously in my own body and life. So when we talk about that one, it's really, how are you sitting? Are you practicing any ways, right? I would practice sitting in Ardha Siddhasana, anyway, with your legs crossed, only not technically crossed. Say your left leg is in and then your right leg isn't necessarily crossed, but it's in there. I would practice just sitting in that position, or until you can do it for 3 or 4 hours, because it's helping you to strengthen that area of your back as well, right? So what are you doing to strengthen your own inner core? Because that becomes more and more important. Yes, energetically it's important, and it's important what you do, but how it is that you're treating your body is also important. So it's all of the aspects, right? It's your physical body, your vessel, your life vessel, It is your mind. It is being able to let go and just go with the flow and follow your inner guidance system. And energetically ensuring that you're in alignment by doing things like chanting and meditation and yoga and things like that, ensuring that you have a good connection between your mind and your body, and that your breathing is balanced, that your body is balanced, that your energy is balanced, and that you feel balanced within yourself, because that was a lot of what we did today. So yes, someone can help you, but when you talk about that, what are you doing at the true core root of it, right? How are you talking to yourself? How are you living each and every day? Are you living doing what feels fun all the time? It actually felt fun to run the dishwasher. It's something that I'm pretty good at because I knew that I needed things in there. Does that make sense? Otherwise, it wasn't because I felt like I had to. It was like, oh yeah, I feel like now is the time to do that. All right. Anything else? That was a good one. So thank you for sharing. And it can be all of those things, but all of those things are a story. And you stop telling the same story and you change the story, you change fundamentally who you are. You change you to be more in alignment with your core soul frequency, which is going to be love and joy and bliss.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It should feel a little better now too, because you were focused on it when we were.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. What else?
Hi.
Hi.
Um, I think we are in a new moon. Is that the case? The reason why I'm asking it's because I'm feeling that been feeling called to do something special for it, including the list, of course. But I don't know if you would recommend anything else for it, at least for me. I don't know. I felt like asking here in the group.
Yeah, it's a good question. Um, in general, the new moon is about manifesting. So when you were talking about the list, we tend to recommend it during the full moon, as in releasing everything and writing it all out because of the energies that are at play there. But in general, the new moon is really good for receiving. So once you have put the energies out there of what it is that you really desire, the new moon is about allowing those things to manifest into your physical reality. The root of that is, did you align your thoughts and align what you were doing, right? All the other steps. Were you thinking about, talking about, acting about that which you truly desired? And then are you able to take additional steps during the new moon and say, I manifest these things or something better now? Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that explanation.
Yeah. Good. That was really good too. Oh. Is there anything else, you guys? All right. Well, thank you. This was a miraculous. I hope that you all felt that this energy and the rainbow that we created today, because that was wonderful. And what it also means is that energy is out there and that the pathway is out there for you and others to align to. And that, my friend, was magnificent. All right. Well,
Thank you so much.
yes, thank you all. Thank you all for being here and for joining today as well. And I wish you all well.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you, thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.